Yep. So that's it in a nutshell.
I think you're gonna get it though.
I hope so.
Just be ready to bring your game when you do your interview.
Yeah.
Not worry about no test. That's good.
Right.
You're a step ahead of all of them because you got more experience and shit than they do.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So when you get these motherfucking minds right when I come to
You ain't lying.
Hey. I gotta shake the back of my fucking head out. They take these fucking tracks out my head and get my hair back short.
Oh, okay. Coming there. Because they want to keep playing games with you. Talking about all y'all sisters. Huh? Did you tell me that shit?
Where is this at, Betty? If you could have saw your face how you look. When you was, he said, oh my God, this girl was going to cut this girl out. Because I feel like it's an insult, and Trina feel like it's good, because she really thinks she look like me. I'm like, is this bitch crazy? Girl, you ain't even close to me. When the lady said that she had only sitting up there, so when do we looking like that? She gonna say the face. Anything in my face looking like me.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it
oh,
happen,
God.
put a foot in
That's
the
why you had
ground
that paper
go.
with the eye. Lord have mercy.
That play got swallowed up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Certainly not how they envision ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it'll be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, that could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Caught Kelsey, left side. Bring him down at the 18-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Steps away. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
His throw incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first,
hold on 1 second. Hold on.
10.
Hello?
To throw is Jackson. Throwing again.
What the fuck?
I think he got that with one hand. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third
Hello.
down.
Gotta love the catch.
So you ready to go to your little event?
As well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches.
Oh, I thought you said you was going to the party.
And they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah,
I thought you was going to a party.
And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
They face
Oh,
it
okay.
3rd and 4 after
You
that
fight
last
today?
completion gets them 6.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Jackson from the shotgun. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Justin Houston able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running
I ain't
around
even know what's going to be no
trying to
fight.
cover in the secondary.
Very good
okay.
return that time. 18 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Before this next drive gets going, we need to discuss the Hall of Fame inductees. There will be 8 in the 2019 class.
All right, well, I'll check on you a little later.
Tony
I ain't doing
Gonzalez,
shit.
Ty
All right.
Law. Who else am I forgetting in there?
Well, how about a big guy, a lineman, Kevin Mawai, who was absolutely terrific in his career. How about Ed Reed with the Baltimore Ravens and the great job he did in the secondary there. Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt as contributors, the owner of the Broncos and the longtime scout with the Cowboys. And I love the senior committee bringing in Johnny Robinson, the safety with Kansas City.
Tony Gonzalez was a first ballot guy, and of course when I hear Ty Law's name, you think, wow, he started this great Patriots dynasty that we're still living in.
You're exactly right. And the Patriots, with all of their championships, probably underrepresented in the Hall of Fame.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Tackle made there by Chris Wormley.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And able to find Conley. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Conley, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. While we have a second here, let's peek back to the Super Bowl. The lowest scoring Super Bowl, Charles, in history, 13-3. And it took us 53 minutes to get our first touchdown of Super Bowl 53.
Can you believe they went into the half 3-0 New England? Stephen Gostkowski with a field goal. Then they finally tie it up with Greg Zuerlein at the end of 3 quarters of the Rams knocking one through the post. The Patriots, the 3rd team to win the year after losing the Super Bowl, the first since the Dolphins in 1972.
And, of course, the big number now for New England, 6 titles, and they are tied with the Steelers for the most ever.
Shit right there is supposed to be fucking picked.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Detroit!
Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Brown,
This shit is moving slow.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Well, CD, the NFL held its awards show the night before the Super Bowl, and as you and I had speculated the last few weeks, Patrick Mahomes, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and for the 2nd straight season, how about Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, Donald was expected. We knew that was going to happen. Mahomes, we thought would happen. But there was that school of thought that maybe Drew Brees might walk away with the MVP since he's never won one. But Mahomes, a deserving winner. How about the Offensive Rookie of the Year? Saquon Barkley with the Giants. Many thought it might be Baker Mayfield with Cleveland.
Yeah, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Darius Leonard of the Colts, and the Colts Comeback Player of the Year, Andrew Luck, and very deservedly so.
I would say that for sure, and he beat out J.J. Watt, who also would have been a deserving winner. Coach of the Year, I thought, was a close vote, or probably should have been closer to me, because I thought Anthony Lynn from the Chargers deserved some respect, but Matt Nagy of the Bears, he ends up winning the award. They went 12-4 in his rookie season.
And then last one we need to mention, Chris Long of the Eagles, well-deserved. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. Congrats to all.
Yeah, how about that? Donated his first 4 game checks to fund a literacy program that donated free books and mentoring services for families. And remember, last season, he donated every game check to causes that he felt strongly about.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Come on, you fucking... Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, man.
And now it's 2nd down.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get this
Come on,
down
Kelsey. You
over
can't block this
46.
motherfucker.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his left. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50. Well, off topic, but we'd be remiss if we didn't point out what else was happening Super Bowl weekend. The Madden 19 Club Championship, second major this season, 2 more to follow. And our winner, Pavin, representing the Oakland Raiders. He took down the Vikings, and your favorite, Charles, Ibuprofen. He had to reach for the ibuprofen after a 38-24 beatdown in the final.
Well, you know, if he was representing the Oakland Raiders, the Vikings went down, and they went down hard. That's how the Raiders do it.
How about Pavin, though, wins $100,000 for his efforts, also won Super Bowl tickets for the next day, unselfishly gave them to his father and his brother.
How about that? That's pretty cool. Congratulations, Pavin. Way to go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd.
Go take that.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Mahomes now on 1st down. They complete it to Hill. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 66 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. For Baltimore, Charles, if you look back to this season, it was pretty interesting. They start 4-5. You think John Harbaugh may not be there. He's on thin ice. Joe Flacco's at quarterback. But then Lamar Jackson comes in, and everything changed. Their whole offense changed.
It certainly did because of the infusion of speed at the quarterback position. And throws the ball a little bit better from the pocket than maybe he got credit for. Has to get better at that. But I think people had to adjust because Joe Flacco as a quarterback, you knew where he would be every time. 3 to 5 step.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. They still can't get it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Motion. Gun!
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And that's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney! Leopard! Come on. Watch the safety creep.
Now a give to Collins, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Detroit! Gun!
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. His throw.
Why would you let? Come on, pull up.
Do get him down.
That shit sitting there like that.
Slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and goal.
Fucking head off.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Collins now the lone man in the backfield, 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Now it's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Gun! Four down. Check. Detroit! Over! Check 99! Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So! Black 58 rail!
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They start the second half here with Williams. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a return will stop right around the 25. He was looking for Watkins that time. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw on 2nd down, Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch you now, Barney.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this will be taken at the 13. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Left.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes.
Good defense.
It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker.
Fuck!
CJ
Thought I could get it over the top of his head.
Over there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they
Damn!
interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the
I know that play.
11-yard line.
Trap. Know that one, babe.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown.
Okay.
40 before he's taken down. A gain of 32
like that
time.
Like that.
And
like
he's got
that.
their only touchdown.
We
This
like
offense
that.
Struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside.
Here we go.
And just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's
we got him.
To throw on 2nd
Yeah, we got him.
Flushed out
We got him.
right.
We got him. We got him. Pick that shit
The
off.
hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Phony ass shit.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Jackson now.
All day. Get that shit. Get your ass on. Oh my gosh, the motherfucker made me miss. Oh!
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, they're working on it for a little bit. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Jackson looking to throw on second down.
Ah.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, pretty.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
Strip the ball.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Okay, pretty.
Pretty good pressure on
Pretty.
him.
I like that. I like that.
On the run, had to get
I
on
like
his horse.
that. I
Still
like that.
accurately throws a nice
I
pass
like
for a
that.
first down.
I like that.
So after the big play, look at
Okay.
this all the way down at the 15 now
Okay.
on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen.
Fuck.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Trap.
Buck Allen, a 15-yard
Gotta remember that
touchdown
one.
run. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had in the third quarter to get
Fucking
back in this game.
And you know that
do
there's
the
an emphasis on their
interception
side.
at
Hey,
the
we
fucking
know this. We know where we are.
other
But
end.
sometimes
Come on,
that
baby.
winds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And now here comes Kansas City. And there are parts of their last drive
Here
they'd like to
comes
emulate. Of course, they'd like to
Kansas
forget
City.
the ending, the interception. But they did put together,
Here
Charles, a nice
comes
sustained
Kansas
drive to
City.
get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Blue 45. Ace. Left. Z.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. The busy night continues for Williams.
70-fucking-1. Just stay on your man, asshole.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it.
Fuck.
Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Chiefs on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins, for the Kansas City first. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts?
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. The pressure drops off as they look to throw. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors.
That's
his
DaGeneral.
2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident.
Come on, 29.
Continue to do so.
Come on, dude.
And that was amazing.
Can't be serious.
Went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The big play to start
God
out.
damn.
At the 45 already. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Got it complete to Crabtree. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call
Way to hit, Baltimore.
each time you snap the ball.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football?
Yes.
Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do
Oh!
over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But
Joe.
the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Ravens on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Jackson from the shotgun.
Saw that phony shit. Come on.
He does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run forward Montgomery. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball
Trying
the way
that
we
shit.
want to?
Yeah, this
Shit
defense,
don't
they've risen to
fucking
the
work.
challenge all evening long. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Oh, man.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw.
Fuck.
And incomplete. The
All over this
made
shit.
The ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's called
That shit
for a
is
Ravens
crazy.
touchdown.
I like that shit though. You got that shit down to a science.
5-yard touchdown.
That jump shit.
And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they
4th
needed.
down too.
But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Right back to him on 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Mahomes to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chris Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Hot. Hot.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
I go back to the off-season, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer.
Say it again.
Different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the
Yeah, because I got this on. It's plugged into my game.
Into the interception.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Butker now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20.
I'm going to take this nigga 49 out the game, yo. He's sorry. Shit.
Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another
this nigga is back deep and can't get a fucking log ball. He's sorry.
Thanksgiving Day, you know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together,
he's sitting back there. He threw one deep. The safety back there 20 fucking yards deep and can't even fucking go get the ball.
Now Jackson. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the...
Considered big at the time.
Good game, Joe.
Later on, we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's...
I like mine wet and saucy. You rid of my sauce. You don't eat no duck sauce on yours? There's some downstairs in the bucket. They all pretty good. Nice and fresh. See how you go, yo? Kings eat like kings, yo.
What's up, Mojo?
You know what I mean? Yo, kings eat like kings, yo. I'm sending you something right now. Yo, you know the update that you fixed the phone? Yo, you know the update that you the FaceTime thing again? Yeah. I'm right. Who you want, yo? You can pick my team. I'm listening. Go ahead, babe. Ooh. You found that tie there, too? Nice. You know I like shirts like that anyway. What size is that shirt? Cool. Nice black shirt. Okay. Okay. I like it. How much was that size? $3? Okay. I like it. You can never get rid of me. I'll avenge you. Both of our offend you. Thank you, baby. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. I live with birds from that. Sounds like I see it's in that. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. Thank you. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the beam in the flat. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, the man. I'm a cave back. 400K. Your mama be having a good time, huh? Which one y'all went to? What? Your mother went from Ramstown to Eastern Avenue? Oh, y'all were downtown. Oh, but she goes to that one anyway.
Scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel.
Oh, okay.
Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Denver Broncos.
I meant to tell you, I gotta figure out who did what. Somebody one of the 5 sticks that I did.
Started, and off we go from
Amazon
Soldier
Prime
Field.
ordered something.
Gets fielded in the end zone.
I got it, on my account.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
I gotta find out. Movie or something. I gotta call Amazon and ask them what was purchased. Probably like when they went on the Fire Stick, they might have saw something, a movie, and ordered it. It could be Bell, it could be here, it could be uptown. Because all of them, you know what I'm saying? You heard me? Yeah. I'm going to check to see if the features allow you to cut it off. If it do, then I'll just cut them off, you know, the restrictions. You know what I mean? If I'm not mistaken, I think they do give you an option to the ones that you said you got. I don't know why. Well, I guess it's mental. I was gonna say I don't know why people go on these shows and then complain, but I guess it's a mental breakdown. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of like a typical size.
On 1st and 10, Keenum. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
I used to wear that size shirt too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Keenum now on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack leading the surge there. He drops in for a loss of 6.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, here's Keenum. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys. Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. Finds Jake Butt over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
I missed. Come on, you can't miss.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on the guy trying to cover him,
I had that.
Really, really
I had that,
to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that
Come on, yo.
down the middle.
Stop that shit. I don't even know why you even tried
It's
that.
a loss of 2 there.
Come on, yo.
2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Lindsey, the undrafted free agent, had a great college career at Colorado, but what he did to start this season and the way he came out of the gate, really impressive.
And sometimes guys just fit NFL teams where maybe you didn't see it coming. Because Phil Lindsay, as you mentioned, had an excellent college career at Colorado, but different question marks from different teams about size. Can he do this? Can he do that? The answer is he can do just about everything, and especially his ability to get out into open space out of the backfield and create big plays downfield. That's working quite well for him in the early going.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the
Is
advantage.
this really like a diet show?
All over the field, but
I mean, 'cause they always talking about how much body weight they lost.
First down and inside the 5-yard line.
That's right, running in with Janovich, the fullback. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Make it too easy for me,
babe. Similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come out here in the eye. Keenum runs.
Come on, yo. You can't be served, yo. Can't be served, yo. Come on, guys. Come on, yo.
Short here on 4th. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
For the Chicago Bears, Charles, as kind of the dust settles on this season, how do you think that they will remember it? Because right now, the fresh wound is there with the missed field goal. We get that, but it's a pretty good season they just had.
It certainly has been. Remember, they were last in the NFC North in 2018. They won the division in 2019, their first NFC North title since 2010. They acquired Khalil Mack to begin the year. And remember, they had a heartbreaking loss at Green Bay on a Sunday night to open the season. A lot of teams would have gone south after that. Instead, they went 7-1 at home, won 9 of 10 to close the year. They're going to be heard from in the seasons to come.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing.
This nigga dived through my fucking back.
And leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now, meanwhile,
that was
here's
disgusting,
a 2nd down
yo.
throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this time he's got the hook.
Man, yo, you think a blitz gonna get there?
Get him down as he's inside the 40. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
A blitz, yo? You helping me, yo.
On 1st down, Trubisky looking left side, and he's got him in.
Helping me, yo.
And this time, not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Making it easy for me, yo.
Play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult
Making it real easy for me, babe.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Lock in. Check 26, check 26. Hey, gotta go. Check it back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Darian Stewart there to bring him down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. but I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now Trubisky on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Gotta go.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Left side complete. It's Burton. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Trey Burton, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears are in for 6. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Charles, let's assess the Denver Broncos right now. Of course, they're going to have a new man in charge by the time next season rolls around. Vance Joseph let go. Second straight losing season. 6-10 this year, 5-11 the year before that. And you've told me this before. I think that was the first time they've had back-to-back losing seasons since the 70s.
Yeah, when you think about it, it's just not normal for the Denver Broncos in that franchise. But they do have something to build on, though. Think about what they did with Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent out of the University of Colorado. He had a big year at running back. I like what they've done at receiver with Cortland Sutton and Deshaun Hamilton. They're going to continue to get better. The defense stays strong. Even though they finished number 22 in the league last year, they can make a jump and rebound, I think, in 2019.
Throwing on third down, Keenan, and that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's taken on the 25. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's Trubisky to throw. It was Darian Stewart that time who was able to knock the pass away.
That was nice defense right
got
there,
what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now Trubisky on third and long. And Robinson with a big catch. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL?
Pressure comes and Trubisky goes down. Von Miller coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
On second down, Trubisky looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. And they'll run it here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now a handoff to the fullback, Janovich. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a 1st down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Two minutes remain here in the 1st half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. They'll try the air now with Keenum. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A good pickup there at 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. The Broncos in the hurry-up try to get to their positions and get set quickly. To throw, it's Keenum. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll try and run with Booker. And they go the wrong way
What'd you
on
say?
this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now it's Trubisky, and his throw is going to be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Keenum. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack.
Yo, pressure bust pipes, yo.
Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Pressure bust pipes, guys. Pressure bust pipes, yo. Yeah, I mean.
Wide open in disbelief. What
I mean.
That's going to be one of the great mysteries.
Pressure bust pipes, yo.
When they went out on offense, I would guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick six. Here's Keenum throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Keenum. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And McManus able to put it through. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go.
Spiders?
Plenty more to see after the
Sure
break.
is.
All right, Coach.
Bunch of
Thank
them,
you,
too.
and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Now McManus on to kick this one off.
Woo!
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They try again with Cohen. And now running right through it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Now Sanders uses the spin. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride. They go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So it's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game
they doing this shit in the cold.
You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen.
Oh, my
Officially
fucking
no gain
God.
on the play,
Nothing.
and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Again, it's Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
On 3rd down, Trubisky finding Gabriel complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And Parkey's kick is good. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about it.
He's got in the lane, and there he goes. The 40. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 47 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Keenum. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Back now at Soldier Field.
That's why if I got on this show, days leading up to getting this show, I would eat a lot of food.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Shotgun snap for Keenum. Got some real estate inside the 30. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Keenum to throw on 3rd and 1.
Yes.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Keenum got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Flush to his right. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Let's go, let's go.
To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Let's go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Hey, take 53, 55.
And they'll go on the ground. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Keenum. And
yes!
Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, you called the perfect play. Had that shit.
And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
You ain't got to worry about it again.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. So that'll back them up 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And McManus able to put it through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage.
Oh, my
That didn't happen in this
gosh, yo.
case, and that play got bottled up.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Freeman again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a handoff looking right. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And McManus able to put it through. And that will push the lead up to 5. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity?
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee.
Man, that shit was phony. It's all good. You sorry as shit. Lucky my girl. Man.
To his knee goes Keenum, and that
Sorry
should be the ball
shit,
game.
yo. All right, send me
Yeah,
something,
it's
yo.
fun to kneel down in front of your...
Fuck you mean play it out? You won. Look at the stats. They show it at the end. Sorry as a motherfucker, man.
They were my business on the front page. I threw prescription in Dior frames. I had the vision back in 12th grade that I'd be killing with Dr. Dre. I never wanted to ever be over. I'm out of Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my chicky, check out my now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you sure you. Oh, don't make me have to lose it. Hold up, come on, out the jaw, come on. Ooh, savage, that's a nice get up. International, rockin' Japanese.
Sleepyhead. What you doing? Dirty? You ain't taking no bath?
Bringing my old ways back in my day. Woulda had your whole face back. Look at you, wonder why, hate rap. Ooh, what make you wanna go and say that? And I'm on another wave, and I'm putting on some weight. Feeling overpaid, I'm supposed to do. Don't nobody know your name, we ain't never seen your face. You ain't never, what you tryna prove? I never wanted to ever be over. I'm out of Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my chicky, check out my
Huh? What you say? Where my food at? You ain't get no duck sauce? Oh, there you go. Oh. Mm-hmm.